and prophet of the Lord. Gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil. We the lost children of the Lord. Y'all should holler, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West, till they bury me. One West, one West, yeah, one West, one West, one West, till they bury me. Hey, I'm really for my people, y'all just playing game. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight with a little slang. UBK, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine.
All right. Shalom, Lord Christ. I'm preaching officer of 1,000 THAMAYAM. I got with me preaching officer of 1,000 Shabbat lot and preaching officer of 500 my Aisha Allah. All right. Hey, check this out. What's going on in Mississippi, y'all? Mississippi is going berserk on the racism, all the unaliving and lynching on black people. They going crazy in Mississippi, man. And I'm bringing out a history class about, the past of Mississippi on how racist they are. Man, according to numbers, according to statistics, Mississippi should be #1 on the list when it comes to violence against black people. Also, too, man, a lot of people don't know Mississippi has the most black people in the United States. The most black people. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because Mississippi was like #1 when it came to growing cotton. Growing cotton. So a lot of slaves was there in Mississippi picking cotton. Because you have the Mississippi River, the Delta. All of that plays a good position in how cotton is grown rapidly in America. There was the United States moneymaker, and that's why you got a lot of black people there, from the past and now today. And guess what? A lot of slave masters was there too, and still are. All right, Mississippi is well known for their racism. Mississippi need to be shut down because every time you look around, things are being covered up when it comes to unaliving black people. Lynches are being covered up. They being called suicides and stuff. Nolan Wells, he got unalive in Mississippi. Recent lynching has been happening in Mississippi. It's too much. Donald Trump, he got ICE to get rid of our Hispanic brothers and our Haitian brothers. Why don't you tell ICE to get all these racist, oppressors, white supremacists? Why don't you get ICE to deport them if you hate racism so much? If you say racism needs to stop, start with your people first. Start with these damn devils first. Why don't you deport them? They the problem what's going on in America. They the damn problem. They the real goddamn criminals. Not my brothers. All my brothers do is get up and work hard and make America thrive. It's the damn devils in Mississippi and other states, but more definitely in Mississippi, that's the real criminals and getting away with crime. But you won't deport them. You won't call them out. You got ICE all in Chicago messing with the gangs. What about your white mobs that terrorize black people night and day for more than 400 years? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you call that out? If you're such a good president, but you're really just a white supremacist that holds the title of a president and such a bad leader, man. All these white mass shooters that come inside the schools and grocery stores and stuff. Why don't you put an end to that and investigate that? Mississippi have so many unsolved murders and unsolved black violence against us, man. They don't never really do the research on that and call that out, man, and examine that.
All right. Shalom, you have about Slagi, sir. Going on, THAMAYAM.
What's going on, warrior?
Going on, Adawayam. All right.
Yeah, and Me and my brothers, we got a video to play to show you the minds, the mentality of people in Mississippi.
So, like, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, Warrior.
Just some quick history on what you were saying, just to bring out more a little bit of the history of what you're talking about the systemic racism in Mississippi. It says Mississippi is a documented has a documented history and ongoing issues of racial inequality, systematic racism, and higher than average hate crime activity. It says Mississippi history is deeply intertwined with slavery, Jim Crow laws, and policies designed to uphold white supremacy, which has left lasting effects on Black communities. Structural disparities persist in areas such as education, healthcare, income, criminal justice, and access to public services. For example, Black Mississippians experience nearly 3 times the poverty rate of white residents, and decades of redlining and underfunded public schools continue to limit opportunities. These systematic inequalities are widely recognized as form of institutional racism.
Damn right. Damn right. Most High Christ. And I'm glad you brought that out, because this story I'm finna get ready to get into right after this video that we're about to play is all about white society coming against Black people for just trying to do better in life. You know, all they want to do is be something in America. But guess what? You should just give up on America if you Black and brown. Just give up on America and be somebody in your community, man. Because America don't give a damn about us. But we have our own nation to worry about. We can't be worrying about America. America is a place that's destined to fall, that's destined to be destroyed. And we should pray for that. We should support that and start supporting America being uplifted, giving America glory, giving America your spirit by being in that disgusting Christian church. You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be concerned about. You know, plotting on this place to fall. All right, so let's pull that video up, Baba Kashaw. I'm gonna show you the mentality of white Mississippians. I'll stop it real quick. Yeah, I want to show you how white society in Mississippi actually thinks, their mentality. You know, go ahead and play the video.
And take your back up. So scared. What are you gonna do? You're gonna put it on social media? Oh no! Take it to the cops. They're gonna wonder why you're not driving instead of focusing on your phone. You're stupid. God, you're stupid. Go get you some chitlin. You want some watermelon? You want some fried chicken? You want some red drinks to go with that? I got them all day long, sweetheart. I got them all day long, you monkey. Go eat a banana. Phone out your hand if your kid wasn't in the car. I would snatch their phone and smash it in both pieces. So you're lucky. What are you nodding for? You dumb phone.
Stop right there. You heard that, devil? You know this devil, this happened in Biloxi, Mississippi. Biloxi. You know this devil was following a Black woman and her grandson. That was a Black woman and her grandson driving that car. And this devil just following behind them. This woman is terrified of her life because this racist white supremacist is just following them with these racial slurs, man. And why is he doing it? Why can't he just, get from behind the woman and keep going on about his business? Because they love harassing Black people. They love terrorizing us, man. That's in their spirit, man. It makes their day. That's what makes them happy, man. He was enjoying that. He is messing with this elderly woman and her grandson, man. Why? You ain't got nothing better else to do? Do you have a damn job? Do you, their job is to oppress us. That's their job.
So, like, if I could.
Go ahead, Warrior.
And just to add on, like that video right there, it just goes to show how Christianity is broken down the spirit of our people, because we don't have no type of fight, no type of comeback. You know what I'm saying? That devil would have been saying, do you want some fried chicken? Do you want some watermelon? Do you want some red drink? I would have said, that sounds delicious. You know what I'm saying? Right. I wouldn't even focus on that. I would have turned around and called him animal lover, you know what I'm saying, a pedophile or something. You know what I'm saying? Our people got to be able to come back and shoot something at these devils. But talking about we love fried chicken, yes, I do. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about loving red drink, I love that too. So that's not even like a slur to me. I would have turned into the nearest chicken spot and got me some of that good fried chicken, sir. Salaki.
Damn right. Hey, I tell you what, fried chicken better than bloody steak.
Right.
Yeah, you know, some damn steak you turn over every 1 minute. You just browning it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just what they call searing it.
Right.
Goddamn that damn thing still raw. That meat's still breathing. You know.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Warrior?
Nah, I was thinking the same thing when he said fried chicken. He made me hungry, man.
Right.
And she should have said, "Do you want some potato salad with raisins?"
Right.
Do you want some chicken with no season?
Right.
Yeah, man. The things they do is horrible, man.
Oh God.
Have your dog lick you in the face today?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what we do it is decent. It's normal. You know, fried chicken is amazing. Watermelon is amazing. It's so amazing that they eat fried chicken and they eat watermelon.
Right.
They trying to act like they don't eat that stuff. You love fried chicken, devil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
God.
Just mad because we got flavor and they are stale as hell. They stale.
Yeah, right, sir.
Yeah. But let's get into this material, man. I was just showing my people the mentality of these oppressors, man. No matter where you go, they are making these racial slurs to us. They follow us and make racial slurs to us. They always offending us, trying to make our day a living hell, man. Understand this, is you black and brown and you living in America, man, or anywhere on this earth, you are in hell because these oppressors make sure you're in hell. Know what I'm saying? Yes. So let's get this material about the Mississippi burning.
Okay.
You know, which was a movie in 1988. That was a movie in 1988. This incident was so horrible they had to make a movie on it, man. And a lot of us watched this movie in schools and stuff. You know, Sharatazai, he said he watched this movie in school and had to do it, you know, an essay on it or whatever. Yeah. So let's learn about this movie, which was reality. It happened before. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this material.
Con. It says real historical events behind the 1988 movie Burning Mississippi. They center on the 1964 murders of 3 civil rights workers, James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Schwerner.
Stop right there. The first one, James Chaney, was a black man from Mississippi. He was a local, you know, civil act, civil, movement on worker. You know, we're trying to get black people rights and trying to get them to vote and all that stuff. That's another mistake as well. You know, black people shouldn't be voting for no damn president, for no damn leader in America. God gave us a leader, you know, and our leaders today, they serve the oppressors, man. They depend on them for justice. That was strike number one. That's why bad things happen like this in this situation, because we trying to vote. We trying to fight the vote. Nah, what we should do is separate. That's what we should do. Separate and let them keep the goddamn America. You understand? Black people gonna have no business doing that. That's the side of the Bible. The other two oppressors that you named, Mashallah, they was white people. But guess what? These damn oppressors so evil, they unalive their own damn kind. They'll do anything it takes to keep black people down, because these are people that came to Mississippi. They were trying to create freedom schools, a better type of education program for black people in a time of segregation, because black people didn't have good education or good schoolings, in Mississippi, because that's how those oppressors wanted it, and they wanted to be so badly that they unalive these three people, that try to improve the black situation in America, the black education. So let's read on.
Okay.
Yeah, I see y'all posted the pictures. The black brother, he's in the middle, and the other two oppressors, they on the side. All right.
It says, during Freedom Summer 1964, hundreds of civil rights workers went to Mississippi to help black residents register to vote and to
Stop right
operate.
There. Let me explain that. Freedom Summer. Freedom Summer is in 19 what year that is again, Mashallah? I want to make sure I'm right.
1964.
Freedom Summer was all about people coming from all over the United States to come against the racism in Mississippi. Black people and white folks. Hundreds of them flocked to Mississippi because they wanted this racism to stop, man. Because it was happening so much in Mississippi that the whole world knew about it. So they came to help black people down there because they felt sorry for them. They knew the horrible conditions in Mississippi. And Mississippi didn't give a damn. Mississippi made an example. Don't come down here and think you finna change anything. And they made an example out of these three people. All right. We're gonna see what happens. Read on.
And to operate freedom schools. Mississippi had maintained severe racial segregation and had systematically suppressed black voting. On June 21st, 1964, Cheney, Goodman, and Schwerner traveled to Neshoba County, Mississippi, to investigate the burning of Mount Zion Methodist Church, a black church that had been used for civil rights organizing.
Right. So this movement was taking place in this black church. These devils are so damn evil. They came to this church to bring violence. Last week, I talked about a similar situation that happened in Arkansas. Remember my shout out last week? They came and brought violence to the church in Arkansas. So let me tell you something. Dylan Roof, he learned from his ancestors in the past to come to black churches and unalive black people. He learned this from his ancestors. You understand? They've been doing that. So Christians, you better be careful when you go to that church. You better be careful because they might have their spirit linked back to their ancestors, man, and feel like they need to go back to the church and start unaliving Christians all over again, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they did it in the past. Being in that Christian church is not safe.
So, like, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, Warrior.
It's a crazy thing you say that, because I see instances where if we harm a white person, you know what I'm saying, the community pretty much shames us and tell us don't bother them because God loves everybody. And we're trained and conditioned to think that. But like you said, when Dylan Storm Roof went into that church and unalived, you know what I'm saying, the elderly folks, the black people, he's like a god to white people. I mean, right. Oh my goodness. He's praised, you know what I'm saying, because of the horrible acts that he done to our people. And this happens all the time. I mean, like you say, they write about it all the time. It inspires white people to harm us. You know what I'm saying? Salaki.
Damn, man. Most High Christ, damn right. Those people are considered heroes in their community. They get praised like heroes. Y'all remember George Zimmerman? That that oppressor that unalived Trayvon Martin. He was selling the gun online to other oppressors. That gun was sold online like a trophy.
Right.
They praised George Zimmerman, and
That
he was dead
Skittle
wrong.
bags and shit.
What'd you say, Warrior?
I said that was signing Skittle bags and
wow,
whatever else he had. They was signing that, you know.
Yeah, man. It reminds me of Nate Turner when he got unalive. How they you know, did certain things to his body parts and you know, boiled his skin and did all type of horrible things to this brother's body after he got unalive. They sold his body parts, you know, for trophies and stuff, man. You know, oh man, that's what they do, man. Man, these oppressors are monsters. They're monsters. But our people want to be a part of this type of society, man. And wonder why every time we get up out of our bed and we turn the TV on, it's a black man or a black woman being lynched. It's because you want to be attached to these oppressors. All right. Mississippi should be the prime example of why black people should not be a part of America. Because they're not going to change.
Right.
But guess what? You can't make these oppressors change, but you can change. You can change how you love them, how you feel about them. You can take that away from them because guess what? It don't belong to them anyway. It don't belong to them. They don't care about your love. They care about you being on the bottom. You know, being a slave, being oppressed, losing your loved ones. That's what they care about because they are truly our enemies. But read on.
Colonel Khan says the three men were stopped by Neshoba County Deputy Sheriff Cecil Price near Philadelphia, Mississippi. They were jailed and held for several hours. After being released that night, they disappeared. The disappearance wasn't an accident. Members of the Ku Klux Klan working with local participants, including law enforcement personnel, had arranged an ambush. The three men were intercepted after leaving Philadelphia, taken to an isolated area, and unalived. Cheney was black, Goodman and Schwerner were white. The station wagon was later discovered burned.
So, man, see that? They try to burn the evidence. They try to burn away the evidence, and you know that's what they do in Mississippi a lot. They unalive us and try to get rid of the evidence. And guess what? The police help them. You know, anybody in white society helps them cover it up to the point where the Supreme Court, you know, the NAACP, other people got to get involved because they know this thing keep on happening. It's gonna make America look bad when America already looked bad anyway for its racism because America was built off racism.
Right.
And Mississippi ain't making it look no better. Mississippi shows you all the time the true spirit of America. All right. We got any more on that information before I go into the scriptures?
1 second.
Because this story, what we're reading about is all about black people fighting to vote. You know how many towns got destroyed because black people wanted to vote? How many black cities got destroyed? And what has voting got us today, y'all? What has got us today? Donald Trump? You know? Yeah, Donald Trump. Damn. Can't you see voting is a bad thing? Every year, you have an idiot and an even more dumber idiot year after year in that office being president. Yeah. Voting has not helped black people. Voting got us in a bad situation now where we are being deported. We are being terrorized even more. And we got to work twice as hard to maintain our house, to even eat, man. Hey, you voted for Barack Obama. Now most of our children is in the rainbow community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they put him in office, and black people think they achieved something. Whole time Barack Obama not even black.
Right.
Not even damn black, man. Voting would get you nowhere. Yeah, you should look when you look to a leader, to have a leader over you or over black people. You should always depend on the Lord, man, not America, not your enemy. All they're gonna do is hand you somebody that gonna oppress you more. That's all Obama did to us.
Right.
I want if somebody can type in that's listening. Can you name one good thing Barack Obama did for black people? Because I don't know not one good thing Barack Obama did for black people. Do y'all know?
Sir.
Nah, he didn't do jack for us. If I can remember, then one time Barack Obama said he's not black. I don't know if y'all remember that. Yeah, I think he did the Tiger Woods one time and said he wasn't black. I don't know if y'all remember. Yeah, but let's what you say?
I said, yeah, lie, sir. I don't know.
Yeah, I think one time he said he wasn't black, man. But it don't matter because he's not black.
Right.
But do we have any more left in that material before I go to the scriptures?
Come on. It says, after 44 days on August 4th, 1964, investigators discovered Cheney, Goodman, and Schwerner's buried beneath an unearthed dam near Philadelphia.
Yeah, this is Philadelphia, Mississippi. Don't get it confused with Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is a city called Philadelphia that's inside of Mississippi. All right, but go ahead.
The murders became an international symbol of extreme violence civil rights workers faced in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. All right. This like the Emmett Till case. Mississippi is famous for unaliving black people. You know how you got some cities that's famous for certain things that they do, like Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They famous for the cheesesteak. Florida is famous for the sunshine. Mississippi is famous for lynching, Jim Crow, terrorizing black people. That's what they famous for. When you hear the name Mississippi, for a black person in the world, it should give them chills.
Right.
You know how you hear of sundown towns? Mississippi is a sundown state. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's that whole state is dangerous. That whole state is just a state black people should just avoid and leave, because that state is not changing its ways. So that's it on the material.
Let me read a little bit more if you don't mind, sir.
All right. And somebody get me Deuteronomy 17 and 13. All right. Go ahead.
It says prosecutions were difficult. Mississippi authorities initially failed to successfully prosecute the perpetrators of the murder. The federal government instead prosecuted defendants for conspiring to violate the victims' civil rights in 1967. A federal jury convicted several defendants. One of the most notorious figures, Edgar Ray Killeen, avoided conviction at the trial when the jury deadlocked concerning him. Nearly 41 years after the murders, Mississippi finally prosecuted Killeen. In 2005, he was convicted of 3 counts of manslaughter and sentenced to 60 years in prison.
But it took him 40 years, right?
Damn.
It took them 40 years. The reason why I brought out this material, because what's going on right now with Nolan Wells, y'all? They taking a whole time to investigate this situation.
Right.
They're not examining what's really going on. This been going on in Mississippi, man. They don't like examining when black people be unalived in their state. They don't care about it. They want to take their poor time because they really don't want nobody that is white to be convicted. You know, right now they're having a hard time with Nolan Wells' case when everybody knows Nolan Wells got unalived by these damn devils. Everybody knows it.
Right.
So when they finally achieved the phone, them damn devils deleted so many pictures and messages on that phone. That clearly shows you that they did something to that brother. Why are you deleting messages and pictures and stuff? You know, before you hand over the phone. Isn't that crazy, y'all?
Come.
Sir. That's tampering with evidence. That's an offense right there.
Right. Why you tampering with evidence? Because you was a damn criminal. You unalived that brother. You know exactly what you did. You unalived your so-called friend. But that wasn't your friend, man. Them devils knew what they were finna do to that brother, man. And they did it. That brother was found face down in the water, man. Face down. But y'all don't know what's going on. Mississippi know what's going on. Mississippi been doing this to too many black people in America, man, and it needs to stop. Emmett Till, we all know about Emmett Till, right? Emmett Till, he's not even from Mississippi. He's from Chicago. He was just visiting, right?
Come.
He was just seeing his family, what they did to him. America should examine Mississippi for all the past unalivings they did to black people, man. But they still letting them slide. That's why you should not depend on this justice system to give you justice. Yeah, this separates. That's a solution for all this unaliving to stop. Stop having white friends. Stop having white girlfriends. Because if I ain't mistaken, didn't Nolan Wells have a white girlfriend? Not only did he have white friends, didn't he have a white girlfriend?
Sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get comfortable with these oppressors. Stop getting comfortable with them. Stop trying to be involved in their world. Their world is not your world. You have your own world, man. When you go into their world, you always see danger because you don't belong there. All right? That's not your neck of the woods.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna drop that. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 12. Baba Kashaw.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 13. Salaki, did you say verse 12 out of one?
Yeah, let me catch up with you to make sure I'm in the right position. This scripture right here I'm pulling, it's about voting. And it's about basically choosing your leader. What leader you should choose. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just choose any kind of leader to be over your people. That's what's wrong with black people right now. We'll choose a black person that's greedy, don't give a damn about the people. We'll choose an oppressor that's greedy. You shouldn't choose an oppressor at all because he's not of your people. If you choose your enemy to be your leader, what should you expect? Right. But nothing but oppression, Yeah. But that's what black people mentality is at. Choosing anybody to be their leader. When you should choose somebody that the Lord has chose. All right. Today that would be Commander General Yohana.
Yeah, right, sir.
Right? That's who you should choose. That's who the Lord appointed. He didn't appoint Donald Trump to be your leader. Donald Trump is your enemy. The Christian pastors are your enemy. You shouldn't choose anybody, especially people that don't have no discipline. They definitely shouldn't be your leaders. You know what I'm saying? Right. That pastor don't have no discipline at all. People in that Christian church don't have discipline. Period, man. You got to have somebody that is considerate, that cares about your well-being, that knows your struggle. The Christian church, people in that church, they know your struggle, but guess what? They don't give a damn about your struggle. All they care is about their little private heaven that they can have in America today. And they'll betray their brother. They'll do whatever it takes to have that private little heaven, that private little section, that big old house with the white picket fence and that small ankle biter. That's the small dog that, barks. He barks more and louder than a damn alarm system in your house. You know what I'm saying? They love a little small dog. But that's what they'll turn their back on their people for.
Right.
That little small section of heaven in America. Far down the street from black people, and your neighbors is all white people. That's what the Christians fighting hard for. Instead of being separated from the white man, they want to be separated from their own people in an all-white community. That's all they talk about in that church. That's all they talking about in the hood. Your homeboys. Oh, I mean, I can't make it. I can't wait to make it out the ghetto. I can't wait to make it to be in that gated community. That's all they talk about. When the gated community don't want your black behind. These oppressors don't want you to be their neighbor. They ready to move out as soon as they see you move your bags in their house. They ready to leave. They calling their buddies and saying, "Oh, alert, alert, alert! There's a nigga in the community.
Right.
A Negro and his family. It's time to go or get rid of them. Let's have a meeting right now today." It's dangerous to be around white people, man. If you black, it's dangerous.
God, sir.
All right. So let's get the scripture.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, and you want to start at verse 14. It seemed like that's where it might begin at the point you're trying to bring out. I just read that. You let me know if you want me to go up, sir.
Okay.
Deuteronomy.
Yeah, 14. I need 14. You correct. Go ahead.
Come. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me.
This is Moses talking to the children of Israel in the wilderness, and he telling them, when it comes to you picking a king, a leader over your people, this is what you should do. Before you go into the promised land, and y'all decide they have a king, this is what should happen. When it comes to a leader, this is how you should move. And we about to read about how we should move as a people, what kind of leader we should pick. All right, go ahead.
Verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Most High thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
And back then, when black people were trying to vote, you better understand that it was going to be nothing but another oppressor that was going to be in that seat. Why would you vote for an oppressor to be over you? Why would you try to vote for this oppressor who you think going to be better than that oppressor? Both of them going to be all about white people, not you.
Right.
All right. They don't care about you. They care about their people being on top. They don't care about your struggle. You should pick somebody that knows your struggle, that been in your struggle, that is of your kind. Because he would be more considerate when it comes to the people, because he's a part of that people. He is those people. When you vote for a black man, when you choose a black man, not vote, but when you choose a black man, to be over you, and I'm talking about a righteous black man, not no black man out of that church, not no black man in the world, a righteous black man that cares about the people, you will see better results, results that need to happen. But what we do, we are in these long lines voting for Hillary Clinton, voting for Donald Trump, voting for oppressors that have histories on being racist to black people in the first place. You know how long of a racist history that Donald Trump has against black people, that Hillary Clinton has against black people, that Joe Biden has against black people. Man, if you learn the past of Joe Biden, his history is worse than Donald Trump's. If I ain't mistaken, y'all, when they voted for Donald Trump, they didn't understand that not Donald Trump, but Joe Biden. They didn't remember that Joe Biden was the first one to say that black people were super predators. Did y'all know that?
Con.
Yeah, he was the first one to say black people were super predators. And also he was the first one to say that black people cannot be rehabilitated.
Dang.
Yeah. That was the one.
Salaki, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, Warrior.
Yeah, he said that he was still real young when he said that, because he been into that politics you know, for a long time. I seen that video. He called us black super predators.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, Donald Trump ain't started that. That was Joe Biden. That was the same president that say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Yeah, if you vote for him, you ain't black. You ain't black for real in the mind. You got the spirit of the oppressor on you. Vote for Joe Biden. Yeah, and also Joe Biden said that he don't want black people around his family. We need to be incarcerated. Yeah, he helped Bill Clinton create the 1994 crime bill.
Straight.
Y'all know about that?
Con.
Yeah, he helped Bill Clinton come up with that crime bill to incarcerate black people by the masses. And that what happened around that time. Shalom, brother.
Yes, Salaki, if I could. Salaki, if I could, sir.
Hey, shalom,
yeah, you have an echo a call, Sapar.
Oh, okay. Is it echoing now?
No, that ain't a call. That's the trooper. That ain't a call.
Okay.
I had to mute him because his background is echoing.
Okay. Go ahead, call.
Okay, yes, like if I could, sir. Is that same bill? Clinton tried to act like he was a black president for the people and things of that. And they playing that saxophone and had the Monica Lewinsky incident, but he the one made that 3 strikes and you're out rule, ain't it? Locking brothers up for life.
Right, man. Where I'm from in Florida, so many brothers were getting incarcerated, man, when that new law came out, man. Oh man, it was horrible, man. But a lot of black people support Bill Clinton. A lot of black people say he was the best president in the United States. You know why they say that? Because he got caught smoking weed and getting his his thing sucked. They feel like that. They feel like, man, that's cool. Man, that ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool at all, bro. Stop trying to be a part of these oppressors and trying to make it look like they close to you and stuff like that. Bill Clinton hate black people. Bill Clinton hate black people. Hillary Clinton hate black people, and most definitely Joe Biden. All these damn presidents do. Not one U.S. president had love for black people. That's what we must understand. All right. So let's read on.
Con. Verse 16.
I still kind of hear that
but
echo. I still kind of hear that echo. Go ahead, Warrior.
Okay. Verse 16. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses, for as much as the Most High have said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way.
Yeah, this leader, that should be over the people. He should not be all about his possessions, trying to always add to his possessions, basically being greedy. Today, what a horse would be today, y'all. Back then, we didn't have certain things. We didn't have this technology. So what horses would be?
I mean, cars.
Yeah, possessions, cars. Right, that's right. Yeah. What do Christian pastors do, y'all?
Hmm.
What do Christian pastors do? Don't they multiply cars and multiply a whole bunch of properties and stuff? They just greedy as hell. You shouldn't have a leader that always concerned about what he got going on and not concerned about the people. That's your Christian pastor. That's all your black leaders. All they care about is what they got going on. And that's why we in the trouble that we in right now. That's why we don't have protection and stuff because our leaders don't care about us. They care about themselves.
Right.
And it would cause us to be in poverty, being slaves, cause us to serve other gods and stuff. You know, and right here, this was literal right here. What was the people doing to Moses back then, y'all? When he said when the scripture right here said don't cause the people to go back to Egypt. What was the people, certain people in the wilderness doing to Moses when he had when he had freed them from Egypt and split the Red Sea and they out there in the wilderness? What they were saying? I want to go back to Egypt. I want to go back to Egypt. Wasn't they saying that?
Okay.
But why they wanted to go back to Egypt instead of be free out there in the wilderness? Where Moses was at, and start from scratch and have your own nation. Why? No, I mean, and if y'all know why they want to do that, if any one of y'all know, what was the spirit behind that?
Slack
Go
if I
ahead.
could, sir. They was talking about they wanted to go back to eating the leeks and the onions and things of that nature. They is almost like now us coming out of Egypt, coming out of bondage. Look at it in the spiritual sense, and wanting to go back, to eating pork, wanting to go back to celebrating Christmas, wanting to go back, to all these different things instead of coming into this liberty, this grace, what I'm saying, and this freedom. We wanting to revert back, what I'm saying, to our old ways and to under that oppressor and under the man of the oppressor and back into bondage.
Man, I like that, man. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Damn right, I like that.
I
Anybody else?
pray.
So with the brother about I was heavy. Yeah, basically being a slave to sin, man. Know what I'm saying? Being a slave to sin. All right. But let's read on.
Con. To the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as the Lord have said unto you, you shall henceforth return no more that way. Right. Verse 17. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away.
Stop right
Neither
there. Stop right there. Now
con.
what is talking about, y'all? Is it talking about you can only have one wife? You can't have another wife? What is talking about? Anybody know? This is basically talking about the same thing. You being greedy.
Mm.
Say some of them wives for the brothers. Don't take them out. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying you can't have multiple wives, but don't take all the women. Leave some. Don't be greedy. All
Right.
right. Yeah. Some people get so greedy where they go to marrying the oppressor woman.
Hmm.
Chinese women. And when you get like that, what happens? You go to serving other guys because those Chinese women got other guys.
Right.
How did we know that? King Solomon. Let's get Nehemiah 13 and 26. Because that what King Solomon did. King Solomon He started marrying all type of women, man, from all different type of nations. And what happened? He brought their gods
Con,
into the temple where he served his God at, and he ended up sinning. You know what I'm saying? But let's read it.
con. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 13 and verse 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Mm-hmm.
Yet among many nations was there no king like him,
All right.
who was
No, go ahead.
beloved of his God.
Also, let's get another one. Give me Isaiah 30, chapter 30, verse 1. Something else I could put down in your notes. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1.
Uh,
All right. Let me know you got it.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, say of the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me.
Salaki, let me catch up with you, Salaki. Make sure I'm in the right one.
Con,
Isaiah. Salaki, not that one. I think it's my bad. Isaiah 31 and verse 1. Salaki. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Salaki.
Con. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Say that again.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
What's the definition for Egypt, y'all? Bondage. You read about that in Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. You know, another definition, the main definition, the Greek definition of Egypt is bondage. That's what Egypt means, bondage. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Woe to them that trust in oppression. You know, because that's what basically you're doing when you vote. When you try to vote, you trusting in oppression, bondage. Because that's all these oppressors going to do to you. Put you in bondage when you look for them to help or give you justice. You know, that's why it's so important to separate. Because anytime you're dealing with them, you're dealing with oppression. Read on.
And stay on horses.
Say that again.
And stay on horses.
Mm-hmm.
And trust in chariots, because they are many.
Uh-huh.
And in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not.
It's like, why do black people actually love depending on America? You know? Why do they put a lot of trust in America? Because they think America cannot be beat. They think America cannot be beat. Nobody can come against America. They look at America's military might. Look at all the things that America has. And that's why they vote. That's why they put all their faith in America, because they're looking at America being the superpower, the country that cannot be beat. You about to say something, McCall Sapar?
Oh, no, sir. I was gonna just say this. What you just said. It's like,
Right. Yeah. America has this great country over here. They have everything. No, I want to be down with them. They have everything that I want. No, man. No. You should follow a man of the Lord. God says, follow the man that he chooses to be over you. All right? And that's Commander Jeremy Hunter. Not these black Christian pastors, not these so-called black leaders, and most definitely not these white presidents of America. You know, that's our problem. You got Negroes in the hood telling people, hey man, you know what's our problem? Y'all not voting enough. I know y'all meet them type of Negroes in the community.
Right.
Con.
Y'all the problem. Y'all was wrong with America because y'all won't take your time to sit in that line and vote. Y'all being lazy. You need to go and vote. And they They be passionate. I'm talking about they got a passion spirit inside of that. Trying to make you vote, trying to make you feel bad for not voting.
Come.
And I be looking at this nigga like, man, you don't even know you one of the you is the problem, Negro. You is the problem. Stop encouraging black people to vote. You should encourage black people not to vote.
Right.
Look what Donald Trump did to the Hispanics. He had gave them
Mm.
money to vote for him, and what did he turn around and do to them? Now he's deporting them. Now he's doing all kind of horrible things to them in the detention facilities, man.
Mm.
Now he raising up money to build detention facilities like Alligator Alcatraz. Do you know what Hispanic brothers have to go through in those type of detention centers, man? Do you know? Do you know children are being molested in these detention centers, man? They being molested. They being tortured. They have a thing called a sweat box in certain specific detention centers, man. They doing a lot of horrible things to our people, man. Not giving them
Right.
baths. They catching diseases. This is what you get for voting for the enemy. And now I want to know what those coon Negroes have to say about, hey man, you better vote. You better vote. You can make a difference if you decide to vote. What's the difference, Donald Trump?
Right.
Yeah, nah, man. Black people should see after Donald Trump, you should not vote. Donald Trump is the main reason why you should understand that you should never ever try to vote. Because believe it or not, voting for an oppressor to be over your people is a sin. That's a sin, and God hates it.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna drop that. Uh, that's basically it. What I have for today. Does anybody got anything to say? Because we're kind of running low on time.
A lot
Yeah,
one.
sir.
All right, man. So what y'all got from the Mississippi burning? Before I close the class, what y'all got from this story, man?
Salakia, sir. I mean, it's a story that's been told, you know what I'm saying, over and over of how, you know, the white man is always interfering, you know, with black people and destroying us. You know what I'm saying? We think, we think as Christians, when we go vote and we fight the vote and we fight for these civil rights, the white man, the devil, he don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get you off the face of this earth. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
black people, we continue to try to come together with this evil person, and it never goes in our favor, sir. And we still doing it to this day. So like,
Yeah, man. It's called insanity. It's like you see the stove is hot, but you keep on touching it, thinking you're gonna get a different result.
Right.
But you just keep burning your damn self.
right.
Yeah, that's Christians, man. Anybody else? What you got out of the history of the burning of Mississippi burning? A cause of par?
Con, sir. I mean, just in relation, what I'm saying, to how you, told the story, it was a terrible story. What I'm saying, they still trying to, like you said, still trying to vote and march and sing and, all of these different things, man. But, that Christianity, got our people so messed up, man. The it's right in the book, the same book we read, they read, and they just can't see, what's in it. The Lord tell us who our enemies are, that we will be sold, to our enemies, for bond men and bond women. And it's crazy that you would sit up there and try to vote for your enemy, you know,
Mm.
and a brother lost his life because like you said, hey, you need to vote. You need to vote. You're going to vote for your enemy. Somebody
Right.
that don't got your best interest, what I'm saying, at heart. You got to be insane. You got to be under a heavy witchcraft, to allow yourself to be that naive. You understand, to do that and to be comfortable in this hell with doing it, not seeing the dangers of it. So, and you see a brother lost his life in that Mississippi burning, right, just because of that, that cause, sir. So I think that's about, the main thing that I was able to glean out of that, that unfortunate story.
Yeah, man, and he was a civil rights activist, man. He wasn't just a regular brother. He was a civil rights activist. That's how dangerous those oppressors is in Mississippi. They, they didn't care about him being a important political figure.
Right.
They still don't allow them, man. Yeah, so yeah, the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's what we gotta understand, man. And it's very
Come,
important that
come.
we separate and leave that church. Stop voting. Stop believing in the American Justice, Department. It's not going to work. We need to depend on God to bring us justice.
Right.
Stop asking them for reparations. Stop asking them for rights and all this stuff here, man. Stop asking them to do anything. Understand this: if you serve God, they'll be asking you for a drink of water when they picking your cotton.
Right.
If you serve God, the tables are turned. If you serve God, they'll be around here talking about no justice, no peace. the tables are turned all the way
Right.
around. You know what I'm saying?
Come,
Yeah,
come.
yeah. They'll be the ones that always wondering why they being oppressed day and night. If we go back to
Right.
our Lord, man. All
Mm.
right, but with that, man, that's the end of my class. I'm preaching Officer of 1,000, THAMAYAM. I got with me preaching Officer of 1,000, Shabbat Zahalak, and preaching 500, mashallah. And my brother, calls apart Officer of 50, and Trooper Kawathum. I got it right?
Con out of one.
Come, sir.
Yeah, make sure y'all press like, share, and subscribe, man, on all social medias. Press like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Salakia, mashallah, did I have any comments? I forgot all about that. Salakia, slipped my mind.
Uh, you had some people checking in. Yeah, you just pretty much had some people checking in. I don't know who Nail VD 4RV Rapaya Allah checked in.
Shalom, love Christ, Papa.
Bougie Water Drinker checked in. Shalom family. And he said Shalom family. Ooh wee.
Oh.
And we got Shalom family from Nail VD 4RV. That's it, sir.
You say bougie water drinker.
Come on, yeah, bougie water drinker.
I feel you. I hear you. They say bougie water drinker. All right. Well, whatever that means. That's a name, or that's a name,
Yeah.
or
That's his name. I guess he drink his water with his pinky finger up or something. I don't know.
Right.
Sound kind of bougie to me, but I don't know.
Right.
Oh, damn right. That's all crazy. All right, Chicago landing here. See that? That's the same person.
Yeah, that's Nail VD4. Nail VD4RV. Yep.
Everybody, y'all press like and share on Facebook, man. ISBK St. Louis Facebook, ISBK YouTube. Y'all press share and like and subscribe. Most definitely subscribe. And with that, that's my time. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom Israel.